Hello! So, finally doing the makeup video that everybody keeps going on about and requesting, like, how do I do my makeup, like my eyes. I'm not going to do a full face video because I've done them before, and to be honest, I've done this before, but I think I did it during a vlog, so I'm going to, I don't know why I've just done that, so I'm going to do this one now. Just eyes. I've already done my brows. I'm not going to do eyeliner and all that stuff. I'm literally just going to show you the eyeshadow technique that I do because everybody wants to know how I do it. So I am going to. So all you're going to need for this is a primer. I highly recommend using a primer just because it intensifies the eyeshadow and it makes it last longer. I'm still getting through my Urban Decay ones that came with my Naked palettes. And when all of these have run out, I am going to buy that one because I love this primer. You don't obviously have to use Urban Decay. You can use whatever you've got. I've also got a Beauty UK one, which I think was like $1.50. And this is good. I just find this better with the eyeshadow that I use. But they're both the same pretty much. So you'll need a primer. You'll need your eyeshadows of choice. I'm going to be using my Naked 2 and 3 palettes because I only ever use Urban Decay now, and that's not me being I don't like lower brands. It's literally because pretty much any other eyeshadow, even MAC, creases on me because I've got hooded eyes, and I hate to put my makeup on in the morning and then by like 6 o'clock it's all creased and I hate it. So I found that Urban Decay is the only one that stays all day, so that's what I use now, and they last me ages. I mean, I'm on my second Naked palette now. My black has kind of hit pan a little bit, but I still have my original one. I decanted it into another palette and I've still got some of that, so it does last a long time. So yeah, primer, eyeshadow and brushes. Now somebody asked me to do a review on what brushes I use and what brushes you should get. I am not the person to ask about brushes because I literally have 4. I have 4 that are a bit dirty and need cleaning. And this is, oh, and then I have the ones that come in the palettes that I use as well, which look like this. Ooh, which have got a fluffy one end and a little shadow brush on the other end. I don't use the fluffy end. I only use the shadow end. But yeah, all I use, I've got a big one, a big fluffy one, which is what I use under my brow. And then I've got my big fluffy, which I use on the outside. I've got my tapered fluffy, which I use on the inside. And then I've got a flat shader brush, which is actually an Urban Decay shadow brush as well, and that came with my Naked 1 palette. So I don't have millions of brushes because I don't use them. I don't see the point in owning about 50 brushes unless you're a makeup artist or something. I just don't see the point. So I've got 4. That's all I use. So what I'm going to do is put my primer on, and at the moment I'm using the original one, and they come in these little packets. These are supposed to last 7 days, but I find they last a bit longer than that actually. So you literally only need tiny teeny weeny amount. I am going to be using a mirror as well rather than just my iPad, and you just want to dab it. You don't need a lot at all, you just need enough to lightly cover. What I have found some people do, and what I sometimes used to do as well, was use too much primer, and that can also have a negative effect because then it can crease more easily. You literally just need a really thin coat. Less is more with this product, and you also don't have to go all the way up to the eyebrow if you only put shadow here. But for this look and for how I wear it every day, I put it up there. Oh, and you'll need a wipe as well because I found I get a lot of fallout. I always do my eyes first. I always go eyebrows, then eyes, and then the rest of the face. So I'm going to take my shadow brush, and today I'm going to use Pistol, which is this one. I just kind of pick a lighter colour and then a darker colour. So I'm going to put this on the inside, and I found if you pat rather than smear, you get a better colour payoff. You can put it across the whole lid if you want to, but I don't see the point in doing that when I'm going to be putting black on the other side. And then I just flip my brush over and I'm going to go into Blackout, which is the best black I've ever used, and I am actually going to be buying this on its own. That's how much I like it. And I'm just going to put this in the outside like that. It looks awful at the moment, but it will get better. And that's it, that's all I do. Now I'm going to get my big fluffy and I'm going to go into Booty Call, which is this one, and that's going to be my highlight colour for today. And I will be coming back to this. I just like to put this on first so that I've got something to blend the colours into as they go further up my eye. I'm just putting that, I've already done my brows, as you can probably tell, because normally I have no brows. Now I'm going to take my thin pointy, this is actually a MAC brush. I think it was a 2 something 6, but the number's worn off, and I got this for Christmas like 2 years ago. And I'm just going to lightly go into Pistol, and I'm just going to, with a very light sweeping motion, just start blending it upwards from the shadow that we've already put on. This is probably not the best colour for me to use. It's lighter than I was expecting it to be. Oh no, that wasn't Pistol, that's why. What a twat. I went into Verve instead of Pistol. And I'm just blending it upwards. I don't fully blend out my shadows. I perhaps should, but I don't, because I just don't. I don't have a super sharp finish, but I don't spend hours and hours meticulously blending because I don't have time in the morning. So that's it. And then what I will do is I will just take a little bit and I will blend over this line a little bit, but I will be coming back in with the black. It's just to start the blending. You see? Now I'm going to take my Fat Fluffy. This was a Lauren Luke brush, but again it's worn off. You can just see ook. And I'm going to go back into Blackout. Literally all I do is dab dab. And then with circular motions, and windscreen motions, just blend up and into the Pistol. That's a weird sentence. And then I will sometimes take it down here a little bit just to intensify the black. And that is literally it. Can you tell? See, that's all I do. It's so easy. The key with blending, I've found, is less product is more. If you load your brush up and try and blend, you're not going to be able to blend because you're going to have too much product to try and blend away. You've only got so much eye. So if you've fully loaded your brush and you're going to try and blend it all into the skin, it's not going to. So you can always add. It's better to start with a smaller amount and add to it. So that is pretty much it for the top. And then I just go back in. I don't put any more product on my big fluffy. I just lightly blend out the edges a little bit. Do you like my technical terms for my brushes? Big fluffy, fat fluffy, pointy fluffy. And then if I've kind of lost my shape a little bit, I'll just go back in and build it up again. And that's it. That's all I do on the top. And I have had people ask me or say to me, oh, my black isn't that good, what do you do? Do you do something special? No, I just use a decent, if you want a good colour payoff, you have to buy a decent black. Although saying that, MUA used to do them little single eyeshadows that were £1, and that black was amazing. It was really, really intense. But it used to crease on me. That's why I stopped using it. But that was an amazing black. But a lot of blacks are not actually black, and you will need something under it. I haven't got it on me. Yes, I have. If you haven't got a very intense black, use something under it. Like this was from Elf, and it's just an eyeshadow stick. You can just put a little bit of this on and blend it in really well because it's cream, so it can crease, and then put your black over the top. Or you can even use an eyeliner. Just put a bit of eyeliner on, blend it, and then pack the black on, and that will give you the base. A bit like when you're using light colours if you use an NYX milk pencil. So now I'm going to take the brush from the palette and use this end, and I'm just going to go into Pistol and put it underneath my eye. I don't understand people. This is just me. I don't understand people who do makeup who put loads of colour on the top and then do nothing underneath. I don't get it. If I went out without the eyeshadow underneath and without eyeliner underneath, I would feel half done. I'd be like, what the hell? So that's no offence to anybody who does their makeup like that. I don't get it. Now I'm going to go into the black, and I'm just going to connect it to the Pistol underneath and to the black on the top. And what I will sometimes do is just intensify the corner a tiny little bit, like that. It is a very dark look. It's a very smoky look. Like I see some people who do smoky makeup tutorial, and I'm like, that's not a smoky makeup tutorial. You've put a tiny bit of brown on your face. This is an intense smoky look, let's put it that way. And that's it, that's all I do. And then I clean up, because blackout especially does have a tendency to fly everywhere, and that's it. That is my eyeshadow done. That's all I do every day. The only difference is that sometimes I use the black that's in this palette, which is called Creep, which is not quite as black and it's a bit glittery. And then I change up this colour. And sometimes if I'm feeling really fancy, I'll put one colour here and then I'll do a different colour here. But that's it. That's all I do. So I hope that this has helped, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.